The airplane was quiet. Not the kind of quiet caused by tension. The kind of quiet that comes after a team has spent days fighting through exhausting games. The Dodgers had just finished another demanding stretch of the season. Long flights, late nights, pressure-filled games. Every player on the team understood the physical and mental challenge of a major league season. Inside the cabin, most players were resting. Some had their headphones on. Some were watching movies. Others were simply closing their eyes, trying to recover before the next series. But then something unexpected happened. A few rows away, Shohei Ohtani started talking. And slowly, the entire atmosphere of the plane began to change. Because the person sitting there was not the Shohei Ohtani that millions of fans see on television. The Shohei Ohtani fans see is the superstar. The player who hits baseballs hundreds of feet into the stands. The pitcher who throws devastating fastballs and impossible splitters. The athlete who has carried the impossible responsibility of being both a hitter and a pitcher at the highest level. But inside the Dodgers airplane, his teammates saw something completely different. They saw Shohei the teammate. Shohei the friend. Shohei the person who could make an entire group of exhausted players laugh after a difficult stretch of baseball. And according to Freddie Freeman, that moment revealed something many fans never get to see. The biggest star in baseball was not acting like a superstar at all. When Shohei Ohtani joined the Dodgers, many people wondered how the clubhouse would react. After all, this was not just another player joining a team. This was one of the biggest athletes in the world. A multiple-time MVP. A global icon. A player who changed how people viewed the possibilities of baseball. Some wondered, would he separate himself from everyone else? Would the pressure and attention create distance between him and his teammates? Would the Dodgers clubhouse feel different because of his presence? But according to players like Freddie Freeman, the answer became clear almost immediately. Ohtani did the opposite. Instead of creating distance, he created connection. He never walked into the clubhouse acting like he was above anyone. He talked to rookies. He respected veterans. He listened. He joked. And most importantly, he made people around him comfortable. That was the part that surprised many Dodgers players the most. Freddie Freeman has played alongside some of baseball's greatest players. He knows what superstar talent looks like. He has been around MVP winners, championship players, future Hall of Famers. But he explained that what makes Ohtani unique is not only what he does on the field. It is how he treats people when the cameras are gone. A home run does not tell you everything about a player. An MVP award does not tell you everything about a teammate. Statistics can show greatness, but they cannot show personality. They cannot show the small moments inside a clubhouse. The conversations, the jokes, the encouragement, the simple actions that make teammates respect someone. And according to Freeman, those moments are where Ohtani truly stands out. During the flight, players began relaxing more. The serious baseball conversations disappeared. The pressure of the previous games started fading away. For a few hours, they were no longer just teammates chasing another championship. They were friends traveling together. And that was when Freeman noticed something. Ohtani was laughing. Not the polite smile fans usually see during interviews. A genuine laugh. A relaxed moment. The kind of moment that reminded everyone that behind the historic numbers was simply a person who enjoyed being around his teammates. Freeman later explained that this side of Ohtani is something fans rarely see. People often describe Shohei as quiet. And that is true. He is not someone who constantly seeks attention. He does not need to be the loudest person in the room. But quiet does not mean distant. In fact, his teammates say the opposite. When Ohtani is comfortable, he brings energy. He brings positivity. He brings a feeling that everyone is part of the same group. For the Dodgers, that became one of the most important things about having Ohtani on the team. Because a championship team is not built only by talent. Every organization has talented players. Every team has stars. But the teams that win are often the ones where players genuinely care about each other. Where teammates celebrate each other's success. where veterans support younger players, where the biggest stars understand that leadership is not always about speaking the loudest. Sometimes leadership is simply making the people around you better. And according to Freeman, that is exactly what Ohtani does. For baseball fans around the world, Shohei Ohtani is almost impossible to understand. Every season, he creates moments that feel like they belong in a video game. A 450-foot home run, a 100 mph fastball, an MVP performance, a record that had never existed before. Because of those achievements, many people see Ohtani as something different, almost like a baseball superhero. But according to Freddie Freeman, the most impressive thing about Ohtani is not the incredible things he does during games. It is the simple things he does when nobody is watching. The conversations, the small jokes, the way he treats the people around him, the moments that never appear on highlight reels. Those are the moments that teammates remember the most. Freeman explained that when Ohtani first arrived in Los Angeles, the team expected greatness on the field. Nobody questioned his talent. Everyone knew what he could do with a bat. Everyone knew what he could do on the mound. But what surprised the Dodgers was his personality. Because despite becoming one of the most famous athletes on earth, Ohtani never acted like a superstar. He acted like another teammate. He walked into the clubhouse and greeted everyone. He respected the veterans. He listened to younger players. He never demanded special treatment. And that attitude quickly changed how players viewed him. One Dodgers player reportedly described it this way: "Everyone knows Shohei is different because of what he does in games, but the thing that surprised us was how normal he is with everyone." That was the biggest surprise. The same player who can hit a baseball farther than almost anyone in the world could also be the person sitting quietly next to teammates, laughing about ordinary things. He did not create a wall between himself and the rest of the team. Instead, he broke that wall down. And that is why players naturally gravitated toward him. Freddie Freeman especially noticed this. Freeman is not someone who is easily impressed. He has spent years around elite players. He has played in championship environments. He understands what true leadership looks like. And according to him, Ohtani has a rare quality. He makes people feel included. That might sound simple, but inside a major league clubhouse it matters. A team can have the biggest stars in the world. It can have the most talented roster. But if players are not connected, talent alone is not enough. The strongest teams are built on trust. And trust comes from moments away from the field. That was why the flight moment meant so much to Freeman. It was not about something dramatic. It was not about a speech. It was not about Ohtani trying to motivate everyone. It was just Shohei being himself, creating a lighter atmosphere, making teammates smile after a difficult stretch, showing everyone that even with all the pressure surrounding him, he was still enjoying the journey with them. And that is something teammates never forget. Many superstar athletes have incredible talent, but only a few have the ability to change the mood of an entire team. Ohtani's impact inside the Dodgers clubhouse has become about more than statistics. Of course, everyone respects the numbers, the MVP awards, the home runs, the pitching performances, the historic achievements. But teammates see another side. They see someone who stays late to help, someone who celebrates others, someone who gives credit instead of taking it, someone who understands that baseball is not played by one person. Freeman also pointed out something important about Ohtani's personality. Shohei does not need attention. In fact, he often avoids it. After incredible performances, he usually gives credit to teammates. After personal achievements, he focuses on the team. That humility is one of the reasons players respect him so much. Because in a sport where individual success can sometimes become the focus, Ohtani continues to show that winning together matters more. As the flight continued, the players slowly relaxed. The exhaustion from the previous games disappeared. The conversations became louder. The laughter continued. And for a moment, nobody was thinking about records. Nobody was thinking about statistics. Nobody was thinking about pressure. They were simply teammates enjoying time together. And that may have been the most important thing Freeman wanted fans to understand. Behind the superstar image is a teammate who cares. Behind the legendary numbers is a person who values relationships. Years from now, people will remember Shohei Ohtani's career because of the impossible things he accomplished. They will remember the home runs, the awards, the historic seasons. But inside the Dodgers clubhouse, players will remember something else. They will remember the person who made them smile, the teammate who brought energy during difficult moments, the superstar who never acted bigger than the team. And according to Freddie Freeman, that might be the biggest reason why Shohei Ohtani has earned the respect of everyone around him. Because greatness is not only about what you achieve. True greatness is about the impact you leave on the people beside you. The more time the Dodgers spent with Shohei Ohtani, the more they realized something important. His greatest impact was never going to be measured only by statistics. Yes, the numbers are unbelievable. The home runs, the MVP awards, the records, the historic two-way performances. Those are the things that make headlines. Those are the things fans remember. But inside the clubhouse, players see something deeper. They see the way he treats people. They see the way he carries himself. They see the way he makes an entire team feel connected. And that is why players like Freddie Freeman respect him so much. In baseball, superstar personalities can sometimes create separation. A player becomes so famous that the distance between him and his teammates grows. The attention becomes overwhelming. The expectations become impossible. But according to Freeman, Ohtani handled that pressure differently. Instead of allowing fame to separate him from the team, he used his personality to bring everyone closer. He never walked into the clubhouse expecting special treatment. He never acted like his achievements made him different. He understood one simple thing. A team cannot win because of one player. It wins because everyone believes they are part of something bigger. That mindset is one of the reasons the Dodgers believe Ohtani has changed their culture. Before Ohtani joined the team, everyone knew Los Angeles had talented players. MVP-level players. Championship-level players. But talent alone does not create chemistry. Chemistry comes from trust. It comes from players supporting each other during difficult moments. It comes from celebrating someone else's success as much as your own. And that is exactly the environment Ohtani helped create. Freddie Freeman has seen this firsthand. He has watched Ohtani handle pressure that few athletes could imagine. Every game, thousands of fans expect something extraordinary. Every at-bat becomes an event. Every pitch becomes a moment. But when the game ends, Ohtani becomes a teammate again. He jokes with players. He congratulates others. He checks on teammates. He enjoys the simple moments. And those moments are what build relationships. The flight story became another reminder that behind the superstar image is a person who values the people around him. It was never about being the center of attention. It was about being part of the group. And that might explain why players from different backgrounds connected with him so quickly. American players, Japanese players, veterans, young players. Everyone found something to respect. Because respect is not created by talent alone. Talent earns admiration. Character earns trust. There is also something unique about Ohtani's approach. Many athletes become leaders because they are the loudest voice in the room. They give speeches. They demand accountability. They motivate through words. But Ohtani's leadership is different. It is quiet. It is shown through actions. Showing up every day. Working harder than anyone expects. Treating people with respect. Staying humble despite historic success. That type of leadership can be even more powerful. Because teammates do not just hear it. They see it. Freddie Freeman understands that championship teams are built through moments like these. Not only the big moments. Not only the playoff victories. But the small moments when players choose to care about each other. A conversation on a plane. A joke after a long game. A teammate making everyone feel comfortable. Those moments create the foundation of a winning team. And that is why the Dodgers believe Ohtani's value goes far beyond baseball statistics. When fans look back at Shohei Ohtani's career years from now, they will remember the impossible achievements. They will remember a player who changed the way baseball was played. A player who proved that one person could dominate as both a hitter and a pitcher. A player who made history again and again. But his teammates may remember something even more meaningful. They will remember the person behind the legend. The teammate who brought energy to the clubhouse. The superstar who never separated himself from the group. The player who could make an entire airplane full of exhausted teammates smile. Because at the highest level of sports, greatness is not only about what you accomplish. It is about the people you inspire along the way. And according to Freddie Freeman, that is what makes Shohei Ohtani truly special. Not just the home runs. Not just the awards. Not just the records. But the way he makes everyone around him better. The Dodgers did not just gain one of baseball's greatest players. They gained a teammate who understands that the strongest teams are built on connection. And sometimes, the smallest moments away from the field reveal the biggest truths about a person. For Shohei Ohtani, those moments show exactly who he is. A superstar on the field. A teammate in the clubhouse. And a person who makes everyone around him smile.